Guys, welcome back to slightly more than average attractive red men. This is 3guys3mics, and you're speaking with Mr. Jobs here. I mean, before we introduce the hot girl herself, with over 26,000 followers on the gram. So who we working with here?
Oh, my name is Stefan Williams.
And your boy Harvey.
So as you all can tell, the name of the show is 3guys3mics. We have 4 people here, but we only have 3 mics. So they're improvising for the while. Right? So as we're on the topic of the hot girl and them, I mean, what exactly is a hot girl, Stefan? What do you feel is a hot girl? What qualifier to be a hot girl?
Well,
Wait, hold on.
Well, before
We had
we
introduced
reach-
the dad.
Yeah,
What kind of host I go
before we
make?
reach there, I have to
Shit.
introduce one of the hottest of the hottest.
Guys, listen.
understand?
I'm not a professional.
So,
Just trying that thing.
you
Go ahead.
know, so
Introduce yourself.
Hot girl chosen for today. You know, introduce yourself.
Oh, guys, my name is Ellie, aka Venom, on Instagram.
Mm.
Okay.
Anything else you want to add?
Alright,
to
good. Nice to
Not
meet
really.
you. I hear the name now, Venom.
Venom.
So you don't know see spicy from the get-go. But anyway, Brandon, let's go ahead.
Yeah, so like, what do you think? Before we ask the certified one, you know, what qualifier to be a hot girl, in your opinion?
Well, boy, what qualify a hot girl for me is an attitude. For me, first and foremost, a hot girl is an attitude.
Right.
And then after the attitude is, because again, a attitude could be on social media too, right? Because I mean, that's where the most of the hot girl them just be.
Yeah.
So a hot girl for me is your attitude, your content to this post, and where it is due. Whether it be as a living, a side hustle, or whatever. That will constitute a hot girl for me.
For you. Go ahead, Nicola. Where's a hot girl in your eyes?
I would say similar things to what he said.
Right.
But appearance.
Appearance?
Yeah.
So
Like
when
something about you just have a zing. Some
Right.
like you're walking on the road, somebody breaking their neck.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
you had that, the appearance
A little-
for you.
a little flame.
Yeah.
A little flame.
Yeah.
Well, for me, a hot girl, you had to know to market yourself now, boy. Because you don't necessarily have to be super attractive or have the best features to be a hot girl. Because I know a couple, 2-3 hot girls that, you know, but they're hot. Meaning
Right.
like everything they post, everything the thing, man hungry for the man behind them now, boy.
So what you would say is that there need to be girls that wanted. That other
Correct,
men, like,
correct.
you know, like everyone, like the envied and the wanted now, boy.
By
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, but a lot
Right,
of- but a lot
so
of
popularity
that.
basically,
Yeah, so,
right?
yeah,
Popularity.
yeah,
But that's
yeah.
but also the tie into what you were saying, things like the attitude now, boy. Because I know, dog, some of them to be real feisty and a little out of timing too. You know, and I just stay away from them because, like I think I said in a previous episode, I doesn't want to give them no attention because I don't give them the opportunity to play the ranking on me and thing now, boy. You know, when you feel like, but what do you think is a hot girl?
Oh, go ahead. You want to
As a hot girl yourself,
Yeah.
as a hot girl yourself, what makes you a hot girl? And how can I become one?
You want to be a hot girl, Brandon?
Listen, real money, nothing at all. Anyways, go ahead.
Guys, I honestly don't know how to answer this question, you know.
You try. I know you just, don't want to end up like certain people now, boy.
So okay, I want to ask you: do you think our description of a hot girl is accurate?
I feel like what people on Instagram would see as a hot girl is somebody that has a really best body.
Right, go ahead.
So that doesn't really necessarily means that you have intelligence and all these things. Once you have a big butt, some nice boobs, small waist, you get through.
So you're trying to say is you qualify 100%.
No, but she right. Honestly, she just say the things I didn't want to say is like, what like it have a prerequisite to be a hot girl because a physical prerequisite.
Right.
Because it's like it might have girls who could parade as a hot girl, but don't make them a hot girl now.
Makes sense.
So the same thing that you were seeing that you know targets are not that attractive.
Right.
That might be quote unquote hot girl maybe on social media, but they're just parading as one. They're not actual hot girl.
What does amaze me about them, especially on social media, is their story is always active. Like you could never come across our official hot girl and she's story is empty.
Yeah,
Nah.
facts.
Some shit always happening, like always active and in a shoot or in somebody badass party or get invited to something exclusive that nobody know about now, boy.
True. But Ellie, would you say that is like just a part of being a hot girl, or is like a part of marketing, or you feel like it's just a lifestyle that what it is?
Yeah, I feel like it's a lifestyle that comes with it. So as soon as you start becoming out there, it's like people want you here, people want you there.
Right,
so
right.
you're gonna end up in places that you wouldn't dare.
So we wanna, so we get a idea
What are
of
girls?
what we consider a hot girl to be, right? So now we wanna ask you some questions, right? So being a hot girl and in the industry, and by industry I mean the party industry,
Into the mic.
industry. What do you think are some of the stereotypes that you face as a girl in that industry, as a model? Sorry, because a lot of promo girls get upset when you call
When
them
I'm a promo girl.
Promo girl. It's not a promo girl.
Let's
It's a model.
Let's take offense to that.
I take offense.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's just it's two different line of work.
All right, explain. Let's go.
Okay, so I was a promo girl once. That's
Right.
basically you at a party giving out drinks. There's different types of promotions. So you could be working in the grocery, giving
Right.
out samples and stuff
Right.
like that. So I did all those things.
Right.
And modeling is more like photo shoots. You wear somebody's clothes, you get paid for that.
Right.
Yeah. I do both actually.
So
Yeah.
okay, so we're gonna break that down then, since it's two separate things, I mean, I don't want to be politically incorrect, but model promo girl. Anyways, so now we're gonna break it down. What are some of these stereotypes you face when you are
A promo girl.
I think there are more stereotypes with promotion. Actually, it depends on the promotion again. Because grocery, it's more like, you're cutie in the grocery giving out samples. Nobody have anything to say. But with fets, if you're not fat, giving out drinks, especially to like men that touching you up and stuff like that, you have nothing better for yourself. Yeah.
So you would gladly be a model over a promo girl any day.
I
Where the-
mean,
and where the-
each
and where the
has
bigger
their
bag is?
benefits. Or where the big
And where the bigger bag is?
Yeah.
modeling, to be very honest.
that's actually real interesting. 'Cause I would have never think that.
Really?
But
Serious.
also, like, in your opinion, which one has a bigger bag?
That was she saying.
Yeah,
She said
modeling.
modeling now.
Okay, safe.
Yeah.
No, I would have never think that because, I guess for me personally, we just assume that most of these models don't get paid.
Okay, well,
Facts.
that... Okay.
Facts. Like I was really
So-
going to say that shit. Like I feel like it's more like I get in pictures. Sure, let me just slap
Yeah.
on the tongues and go in the bush real quick.
I mean, there are probably girls like that. I don't know. But I get paid.
okay.
Every single time.
So guys, Venom gets paid, okay, she has the bag. But okay, so you would say that the stereotype for promo girls would be more along the lines of promiscuity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and that you're not smart.
Yeah. So you're like not having much other to offer.
Yeah, than just modeling. Like, that's what you're doing for your life.
And do you think, in your opinion, that is a fair stereotype?
Representation. Or
You gotta make some more love to the microphone when you're talking.
Oh.
no problem.
Go ahead.
You see, it's what girls put out there. So men and people, the public already have that idea. So I don't want to say it's fair and I don't want to say it's not fair, but it's what people put out there. Models in terms of that's all they do.
Right.
Some of them.
Right,
Yes.
right. Well, I know not to stray too much with you dress back, but this is a burning question I've had for a long freaking time.
Okay.
Right? And that is basically how do you, with such finesse, balance your career and your modeling lifestyle?
First of all, I'm a student.
It's called a career.
Guys, I'm not qualified yet.
Right, go ahead.
But I think for me, it's more like it's something I have to do.
Right.
So it's okay, the bills need to be paid, my rent needs to be paid, dentistry real expensive. So I have to go and make money. And this is like an easy way of doing both at the same
Lucky
time.
bastard.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard. I just trust me, the bags and not only the bags but the opportunities you all get just being in that space now, boy. I mean, I know it's different for guys. So guys can't really compare, but like I mean, you always get like fly. Have you ever been flown out?
I have.
And how does that process go? Lucky bastard.
In terms of what exactly?
In terms of anything, like so for example, I don't want to call anyone specific, but let's say Yuma for example. Say yo, we need you in Guyana. Come to Guyana.
That's how it is. So the whoever will hit you up and be like, so we have this band launch in this country on this day. Are you available? Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So, just circling back, right? So promo girls get the stereotypes of promiscuity.
Love to the mic.
Promiscuity, right? Not having much to offer other than, their bodies.
I'm not saying promo girls. I'm saying like the people in that industry.
Industry,
Yeah.
Right. So, but would you give a man wrong if he doesn't want to date a promo girl? Or if he doesn't want to date a hot girl in general, because a hot girl is not just a promo girl, because a hot girl could be a model too, guys.
Correct.
So, would you give a man wrong if he doesn't want to date a hot girl where he know his girl on social media, showing off his goods,
Quote unquote.
his quote unquote goods, or or he feels insecure because the kind of maybe like better looking men in your industry, you always around, because as a model, you might be around model guys. In the promo industry, when you're doing party promos, you're around
Money man.
All sorts of different guys, or even the guys who show the party itself.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
It's like around. So would you give a man wrong if he doesn't want to date a hot girl?
Yes. And
Wrong.
that's because I feel like it all depends on security in your relationship. If you trust your person, then I think you shouldn't have a problem with them, going to a party. You should know, okay, my girl going to a party, she not gonna be all over this next fella. She posting this on Instagram, her in a bikini, but I have it. You understand?
So this is like a question that I have, right? I really create a scenario around it, and this is just more of a how I feel like it could possibly be. It doesn't have to be, right? So you could clarify it for me. So let's just say that the career is being a bartender, right?
Right.
Okay.
Wait, let's stop here. That's love to the mic.
Am I making
Yeah,
love
you're
enough?
good,
Right,
you're
right.
good. Yeah, deep throat
making
in it
love
now.
now, right?
Yeah, deep throat in it
Right.
now. Yeah. Go ahead.
Right. So let's say, I signed to be a bartender because I get the bag, and I don't drink.
Right.
Right. But because of the profession, because of the career, over time, I might have to probably taste a drink here and there, kind of thing. But as much as I'm not an alcoholic, it could probably open the door to become an alcoholic. So, relating it to the man and his insecurities, he might probably be like, he trusts you, right? But the environment that you might be in, it might seem as though it could eventually get to you.
But then
you feel that's true?
You as a person need to know your boundaries and how far you could go. Like if you feel that, you're having too much drinks and you think you would reach there, then you should know yourself. So the girl is supposed to know herself and be like, okay, my ex gonna be here and that might cause something, I should just avoid that party. So I think the person and their person, the girl and the person should, they need to fight their battles.
So fair enough, but you say need to fight the battle because it could be like, all right, maybe eventually you start enjoy, being a bartender, you start enjoy, mixing particular drinks, X, Y, Z. But then, you're I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just feel as though like because an environment might allure you to a particular lifestyle, you have to be very strong in what you believe in. Like strong, particularly in this case for like in a relationship, the person that you're with. Because there could be a chance that because things just happen. You and your boyfriend not see eye to eye this particular day, and in a event and things kind of somebody just come say, hey, how you going, blah blah. It might be a low point in your life, emotionally, I'm saying, right? But it could potentially open a door where something could probably come out of it. Nothing.
But then that's
nothing,
again,
probably like a number sharing or that kind of thing.
You should still know yourself. Like that could happen anywhere. You could go to a party. You could be by your family member. That could happen anywhere.
Sure, but the potential of it happening, it will happen more in a party because I think that's what the environment would be now. If you
Yeah, I understand.
I find like you shouldn't base. I mean, all right. So basically, what you're saying is, I think that mic backwards. See if you could spin that shit around. Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is, your significant other literally can't stop a bag then, because if you want X together, right, and you say boom, you get an opportunity to shoot with, let me say, Victoria's Secret, right, and they flying you out, big time thing, London, no, wherever the case is, but you had to parade the stage. Obviously wearing their stuff, right? And so your man tell you, now at least you and your man together long, right? A good 4 or 5 years, something. And he say, babe, listen, to be honest, that ain't it, no? I ain't feeling comfortable with that. At that point in time, would you just
Okay, so I'm doing all these costumes and everything, but he not comfortable with me doing
Some of them, yeah. Like some of them, you like this good enough, babe. I find like I seen this too much. They say, oh, they too much here. You see, you feel like a man should be able to tell you.
Then I feel like that comes with the relationship itself. Like y'all should be able to see eye to eyes on things before it even gets so far. So if 4 years down the line he come boom now all of a sudden and say
it's a problem.
Yeah, that kind of
that off.
Yeah, it's real
but automatically though it makes the line, or it makes the barrier, or like like for example, if you dating a girl who you know not in that industry, you might give a little leeway for a mistake to happen. So for example, like if you're not dating a girl in that space and you maybe catch her and a guy flirting on social media or whatever, I mean, it's still wrong, but you might give a little leeway. But now, knowing that you're dating a girl in that space, when that happens, it kind of opening a floodgate. Because it's like, so you flirting with this guy and as be allowing, you're not allowing because you don't control it, but he is respect your career to not have any second thoughts or not or to trust you, but then now the trust kind of wavering.
But what do you mean by flirting? Because I feel like guys these days everything is flirting. But what do you mean?
I find it's the other way around. Because you always take everything as so I had to be talking to she so or some kind of something. So I know. Come on.
So that's a question I want to ask you. What do you consider flirting?
I mean, well, to the text, then it depends on what you're saying, to be very honest.
To the context.
Context. So if I tell a girl, boy, that's a good question.
No, because I want no. Let me bring the context back to your feel.
Right.
Because it's like, all right.
If you comment on the next hot girl picture,
no, I see you talking to the photographer.
It's like a phone in garden, boy.
Yeah, because let me just say, I see you talking to the photographer that you have a shoot with today, and the photographer is telling you, yeah, I can't wait to shoot that banging body. Like, I looking forward to this. You understand? And I watching this shot like, wait, hold up. Where is this? But in the context, it's like, well, he's a photographer, so he appreciate. You gonna tell me some BS?
But
like,
then it depends on the photographer, because some guys actually talk like that to everybody.
But you and your boyfriend supposed to be comfortable.
First of all, guys not supposed to be on the shoot because of that.
I know that.
No, because guys, they talk like that
That'll
on a
gas
regular.
you.
Yeah, they do.
And
then men would feel
guys, this is why personally I will not date a hot girl again.
No, it's again, boy. I true, boy.
That like too awful is for me.
So you telling me a guy can't compliment me?
Whoa. It is anyway.
He can, but I think it's in the context of which now. You know, because I mean, if you're going to do a shoot XYZ and your significant other can't be there,
no, alright.
then I'm not saying why do the shoot?
Alright, let me touch on it.
That's
right?
for all shoots.
That's for all.
You pay my bills then.
Well, he's a boyfriend.
No, because I would say that, you say that why a guy can't compliment me, but you see the thing is the difference in access. Because if you just walk down the road and some random man compliment you, I know he have no access to you, but I know that you're going to be in a vulnerable place because whatever.
So you're basically saying that her fence low.
If she easy?
Yeah,
No.
she easy.
No, what I'm saying, I'm not saying that she easy, but what I'm saying is where is draw the line for respect. Like, why you can't tell the photographer, listen, I come into the shoot, but I do appreciate how you speaking to me. Or how
Because
you speak
I
to
feel
me.
like
She
it
does pick
comes,
somebody else, but I mean,
it comes with a lot of things. I mean, in the modeling industry, you'd hear somebody in a relationship, then they're not in a relationship, then they're in a relationship, then they're not in a relationship. So I feel like photographers really take that on anymore.
I find that disrespectful.
And me as
Guys,
a boyfriend here.
Some photographers, let's say, photographers.
The majority.
My experience is it is like I had one or two photographers that reached out to Dominic to say, well, like we shoot. I want to shoot with you then. There's that you look good like doing this. I think it is make a good picture, good whatever. Right. And so then it's like, all right, cool, no problem, right? My man can come? No. Okay, why a man can't come? Yeah, because it has add tension to the set and blah blah
And
blah.
then other models would be there.
That. So within, if you're familiar with modeling, people be changing a lot and all that kind of things, so exposing themselves, so they don't want to feel uncomfortable at any point now, boy. But where I decided to draw the line is when they started to say, all right, we need to shoot you wearing something super skimpy, like super skimpy, and then I have some idea shots, so let me just send you some, and then they send you like 4 or 5 pictures of what they want you to do, and these girls basically skin out, and it's like, dog, no, it's not happening. It's not happening.
So it's kind of like where does the line really draw?
Exactly.
In terms of like the relationship to the career.
You see, because what happened is just fall back on, well, it's a bag, you stopping my money, you giving me the 600 or how much ever.
But to be fair, I don't feel you to make money to skin out on Instagram.
Explain. Like, I think otherwise, so let me hear you. Because when you're skinning out on Instagram,
What
you have
is
more
your
eyes.
definition of skinning out?
My definition of skinning out. Stephanie has something to say?
I feel you real heated right now,
No, because to me, what she just said there, just prove my point.
Which is?
Because it's like, you don't make much money skinning out on Instagram, but yet still, the majority of them just want to skin out on Instagram.
Nah.
Was I'll also tie it in because she said it in the beginning when we was speaking about the difference between modeling and promos, is that the more conservative models who will actually promote for brands, they make more money than the women who skinning out.
That debatable, dog. Here's why I say that, right? I believe, especially in that industry, they just start out with that, I have to be real out there. Skin out. I need to skin out to get plenty eyes on me. And the more eyes you get in it, qualify you more to be a hot girl. And the more of a hot girl is the more a boy who train a party go and say, hey, we need XXX here one time because she hot, right? She bad. You see how she's look? Not bad as in loose, but bad as, And I feel like you almost have to now, boy. But so I feel like when you're in a relationship and thing, a fella will be uncomfortable with that, no matter how it swing or how it hang. But what I was explaining, because I think we were chopping this up some time ago, I was explaining to them, you would know that before you get into the relationship.
Agreed.
Yeah. You're gonna if you go in with a hot girl, you had to expect hot girl things. Unless you believe because you're gonna relationship must change.
I have a question, kind of segue a bit from that. It's like, all right, so let's say you're in a relationship with someone who in the field, right? But the actual career is starting to progress in a particular direction that you initially, when you now start the relationship, it was not what it is. Should the
like which direction?
Like a more like it going in a different, it going
looser.
Looser, more,
provocative.
More provocative, right? What would you say to your significant other, or how should he view it? Should he view it as, hey, this is my babe, I want to support her, this is what she wants to do, this is her career? Or like, if it is he has a problem with it, how would you all, tiptoe around that,
It pay any bills?
Guys,
no, honestly, guys.
No, I want to hear.
Honestly, it depends on how much money you're making. Because, okay, for example, if I was to go shoot a costume that give me $1,500, you telling me I have to, I just be there a whole day.
Most artists make us like a 600 dog.
And you telling me to wear like a thong and some pasties, again, 3,000 or something. Yeah.
So what?
Once it's like professional, you're going to be on a page, on a...
Right.
Yeah.
Not on a backyard thing.
Yeah, no backyard thing.
Right.
Sorry, but is it that the bag, is it that you're doing it because the bag is in the industry that you want to be in? Because the same $3,000 bag could be found somewhere else. So like how you feel, like how you would like, tie it in then?
Okay, well, I personally wouldn't do it because of my schooling, but
Your fancy career, beat up.
Yes, guys, don't forget she's a hot girl dentist.
So in a couple years, fellas. Yeah. Go ahead.
But I know for most people it's about the hustle. So I feel like Okay, I was probably a little bit too dramatic on the pasties and the thong.
Yeah.
But
Nah, it wasn't.
It doesn't look like that for we end.
That is what has happened.
see, you're not appreciating my lingerie and stuff. Well, not my lingerie, but
No, well, listen, I kind of disagree with Nico, actually. I do agree that you should tell somebody where they should go and get a bag. It's just like, I want to know. So would you? Yeah, but still, like, you can't tell somebody where to go and get a bag. Like, no, like, if you, because the thing
but
is,
you enter the relationship
yeah, like,
in
then
that,
don't
with
just
them
don't
doing
be
that.
with the person. Right. But it's just like, what I would ask you is that, do you think it's feasible to have a boyfriend in a feel like that?
Yes.
I actually advise my friend not to.
And have you, and okay.
But
This is a personal question. I hope you don't mind.
Okay.
But has any of your previous relationships ended because of your field?
That's very personal. But to be very honest, I haven't been in one since.
Okay.
But
Shit.
it's not because, you see, I feel like people tend to judge the model and not the people around them. So when you're a model, the people around you are just guys that want to get in their pants. That's
Right,
all.
right.
So it's actually hard for models to find like a
Love,
stable
'cause
relationship.
you're not sure to trust and that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Who
Yeah.
genuine now? Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
I get you.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't be able to answer that question.
I advise my friend not to be in a relationship, though she's in one now, and I wouldn't call her name. But in the earlies, when she was popping off and real after the shoots and real after the promos and the bag, basically, I was telling her, to be honest, if you get a man now and he's super serious about your hunting, he will hinder your bag. He will. He will. No matter, you could say what. You would go to a promo, a shoot or something, or like an event, and he would see a picture or a video of you doing something or just dancing, you just enjoying yourself, but because your body built a particular weight, it looks, it captivating. And he could just be like, dog, this is too much. Yeah, that why again on so one? Relax yourself now, but that's wrong. So, but they say single.
In a similar, like we discussed this on another podcast, the exclusivity. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? The exclusivity.
Right.
Like a guy wants to feel nobody. Like he may not feel like if that might come in the relationship with someone who's in that industry, because other people seeing what you have nobody. If you dig.
Sorry.
But then he has it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, true, but I guess it depends on the man, eh? Like he had to be okay with it, but like it's like
All they're seeing is a picture, but you have like the whole 3D,
Physical home.
everything 4D, everything.
All right, I wanna create a scenario. Right, so let's just say it depends. If let's just paint the picture that he's a more conservative kind of guy, right? He loves you dearly. He supports you 100%. But because of his circles or whatever, he might be more conservative. So, for instance, a day he go to a family gathering, right, and he has to introduce it to his grandmother or his father or something like that. Your cousin, the cousin might know his significant other, and while he introducing you to the grandparents or father, the cousin come, hey, this not your girl, and not like so.
And it's the worst picture.
And it's probably it's probably like she did a model for something or whatever, like something where it show her up a little more. He might feel a type of way about that, right? So it's like relating to the point that he was making just now is like there comes a point where he might feel like he would just never be uncomfortable. He would never be comfortable with it, 100% with it now.
But I think it depends on the person himself.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because then there are some guys that like I said before, it's like, okay, you seen her, but I have her.
So, Nico, on what you now say there, I don't totally agree with it, right? Because you're basically saying that, all right, for example, like when you're dating a hot girl, you kind of have to own it. You have to own it like, dog, I dating a hot girl. And like, I mean, at least to everybody else, it had to be, you can't let that, because you will have insecurities, but you had to own that you with a hot girl and like, this was come with the territory. Right. But it's like, can you come like if, you have a girlfriend and you're a garbage man. And, you get carry home or whatever, and they ask him, well, where's do? Or where boyfriend is do? And he say, well, he's pick up garbage. But, I mean, she know that he's pick up garbage. So, I mean, by now, she had to know that she dating a garbage man, and that is the territory that can come with it now, boy. So, that is my take on it.
I agree with you.
So going back on to what you were saying earlier,
just guys, I'm an advocate for women.
For the hot girl and them,
Okay. Not really no, but anyways, go ahead.
So you were saying earlier that how your man should be able to stop you from grabbing a bag.
Right.
in the industry, right?
Right.
So obviously you have the male side. So if your man was a hot boy,
Right.
yeah, he allowed to go there and swing his lulu in our thongs. Be real or be free.
Okay, well, I feel like no guy would want to swing there.
Hello.
I just want you to know that it actually have a thread on Twitter right now where men wearing gray sweatpants and swinging along.
Well, not my man.
Yes, dog, and that is unfair. That is unfair. So your
No,
man,
Let's dig deeper.
no, it's just like me as a person. It's
shit.
not to my liking,
Okay.
you know. So I wouldn't want my guy.
So if a female
I don't-
photographer hit up your man, right?
Right.
Yo, listen, I saw you in sandal in a grey pants, and trust me,
Why you be doing your eyes like that?
I'm trying to say it.
That's what they'll do.
Right? And trust me, the print was, right? So I want you for a shoot. I have a brand called XXX,
Right.
and no boxers, no underwear. Just I
Yes.
want you in the sweatpants, right? And slonging for me to take pictures and post. Your man can do that?
I feel like, you see, guys, this is very touchy here.
Right,
because
Go ahead.
the movies are gonna be using me.
Yes,
Right,
correct.
right.
There we
Yeah,
go.
speak for
PC,
yourself, right.
PC as
I
you know.
wouldn't want my guy, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable with him showing off his parts to other men.
That's crazy.
But
Like,
but
I
how
feel
is
like
that?
men would be watching that too, and you know they'll get the wrong idea.
But how is that any different from what you know, like what you said in the beginning? Is like you had to know that, like you had to kind of like know that
Trust your
everybody seeing it will use the
Have
one.
it in 3D,
I think
4D.
no, I think it's just to do.
3D. In a 3D.
I think it's just to do with me, and I wouldn't really want a pretty boy.
Remember I
So,
was saying,
oh my god,
Bro, wait,
Oh my
remember I
God.
was saying earlier, most hot girl doesn't go after hot boys, eh?
Yeah.
They don't, Because I just always find them with some greasy looking
But
fellas.
why is the case, Alicia? Why?
Competition, they want none.
I have like a no, but
You all here. That's why name is me.
Go ahead, why y'all don't go after hot guys?
and first of all, right, like come back to that. I'm not competing against anybody. If you want to go and do your thing, you go do your thing.
Right.
I will leave you. But see, it's very touchy. But I feel like a lot of guys in that industry,
Right.
you know, out there,
Audi man.
they're a bunch of hoes. Not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them.
I want to ask a question, right? Do you think, no, based on that premise, right? Do you think that there is a double standard? Like, it's okay for me to get my bag because I'm a female, but if I'm a male,
Nah.
it's not okay.
Because if you're showing off your slong, real girl go warrior. So
Why are you
Right.
showing off your slong?
Why you showing
But
off
why
your
showing off
ass,
your
tits,
career?
everything?
Yeah.
Why are you comfortable showing off your slong?
Why you comfortable showing off your ass, tits, everything?
Yeah.
Come on. Because I can just be super confident. You know, like,
But
I'm packing, so I want to show off.
true, but also, Alicia, like, do you think like you have friends then? Because your view would be different. You don't want your man doing that. But do you
Right.
think like females would feel like okay, they know they just he doing this to get the bag? I support.
Yeah, I
him
know
is-
there are females that, you know, they're
Wouldn't mind.
men out there that wouldn't mind at all.
Okay.
Pick up the Dominican in the crowd because you have a man.
Wow. No, but where my relationship is concerned, actually,
Because guys, if you all want to see Brandon and his
wow.
and his specs on slong, you could go and do.
Dirty medic stage.
You
huh?
You see Brandon's specs and slongs.
No, but even with that, it have limits. It have limits. I know, you know, I not gonna go there and because, for example, my last gig was, I think it was the Dirty Medics when I was on stage. That is, and I was in a shop. I could have choose to not porn on the way and go there and wine and it,
And slung it out.
you know. But I wouldn't do that. Yeah, and slung it up. But I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't do that because I have a girl now. But you know, if I didn't have a girl and I was just trying to be a hot boy. And I go there slonging, you know, so I'm show you. But I guess it's a double standard because, you know, it's a lot, to me,
It's a double standard because if we going back to one of the podcasts that we did, it would be like because girls assume that men don't have any discretion now, boy. So it's like if they go out there and doing that and they get female attention, we wouldn't handle the female attention the way how they
would handle the man
handle
attention.
the male attention. We would probably want like we would eat it up, we would whatever. So they assume that we do have discretion, which is a bad assumption. But I mean,
98% of the time it's true, but okay, continue.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna come out here and lie. It's true to an extent, but again, are we saying that the woman in the industry that we don't have discussion is in the minority or the majority?
Majority.
So then, why is it wrong for the stereotypes to exist?
Again, right?
Push you on this spot, guys. Push you on this spot.
On a hot seat right
You
now.
see, there's different levels to this. It's like, first of all, I don't think any guy should be comfortable unless you're not attracted to females. Comfortable with you going out and swinging your area all over the place.
Why?
Like,
Why? Why?
because why you need all that attention for? You're
Why
comfortable
not?
with men looking at your.
But
your,
next thing he get in the bag. Next thing he get in a bag.
I get in the same 1500.
But it's not like they're looking at your nipples. They're looking at the, the cut.
Okay, let's just put something out here. When you're modeling your whatever brands,
Right.
I can't recall. I like real plenty hot girl pictures on Instagram in my lifetime, and I don't recall one brand. All I seeing is ass, and tits.
It's true.
That is it.
But that's what you see when you go on the beach. I don't see your area swinging. Shut up, Happy.
No, we actually had this conversation before, and they were like the person there said the same thing that I will see on the beach. But I just think it's all about time and place.
Presentation too, boy.
Because there's one thing on the beach where it's like
So it's okay on the beach and it's okay on the road, but it's not okay on the stage.
Let me get a good example. If I was to tell you, get up right now and take off your clothes and stand up in your underwear and your bra, would you do it?
No,
But you would do it on the beach, right?
I would.
exactly. So time.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
place. It's just all time.
Okay,
and
well,
place.
a photo shoot is time and place.
Good point. Good point. So why is it not time place for me to sling my slong?
But I wear the same thing on the beach.
I
In
could
the
wear the
photo
same
shoot.
thing on the beach.
Okay, well, we agreeing here. Just don't be swinging your area.
That's unfair.
Okay, so
That's real unfair.
one of the last few questions that we want to ask you is, how did you overcome the stereotype in the industry? And well, we know the industry we're talking about now, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still battling with that, but I think it depends on what you post, what you put out there. So if you show people you're more than just modeling, then they'll be like, oh, she do dentistry, she's studying and blah, blah, yeah.
So you think that it's easier to overcome the stereotypes when you have other things in your life going on? Yeah, Pace, you're on a hot seat again.
I really have to answer this question. It's like a yes or no.
No, you can just say it's your take.
It's your opinion.
It's
It's
your
not like
opinion.
you
Okay,
because
can
you
really
live your
masses.
life.
In my opinion, I feel like if you have other things, in your life, it's like, you don't just
Like a
have
balance.
this. Yeah, you don't have this alone. People not just seeing this, like, oh, she's just a hot girl. She's just doing this. Yeah.
She's a hot girl with brains.
Yes.
Yes.
Love to see
Okay.
it.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. Anything else you want to touch on, fellas? Well, I think we'll get everything off for the hot girl
Oh
and them already.
gosh, I scared
Come on.
it.
I saying, bro.
Yeah.
I feel we need to have a part 2 of this sometime in the future.
Yeah, well.
Because it's more things I feel like we could touch on. But yeah, I think we're good for now.
Yeah, I feel good for now. Well, Alicia, Venom.
Venom.
Thank you for your time. You
Great being
opened
here,
a
guys.
lot of eyes because actually, I actually didn't know what takes you were gonna come here with. I didn't know if you're gonna be like one of those extremists who will be like, no, women don't do anything wrong, and I be like, but I really appreciated your I really appreciated your take on the
Thank you.
industry and like how you deal with it. So I think like a lot of people would appreciate it too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Brandon, close the podcast. 'Cause
Boom.
that's your thing.
Guys, this has been 3 Guys, 3 Mics yet again. And you see, we're a little spicy, we're a little unfiltered still, but we're unscripted.
No, wait. It's 3 guys, 3 mics,
Did I
and
say
a hot
that?
gal.
And a hot girl. My bad.
You.
And the hottest.
And the hottest of the
The
hottest.
hottest of the hottest. Right? You'll check in next time for the next episode, which will be next Sunday from this episode posted. Like, subscribe, and follow on Instagram.
Perfect.